Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 212A, it's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one is located on the south spawn of Ruinberg, and it's under the command of talon1958 of OLIMP, and it's his first replay of the week in the contest to win the weekend lie-in. Game on! Well, 203mm howitzer, it's capable of 900 alpha, 52mm pen with a 10.4 meters burst radius. It's an enclosed Arty, which means that Talon can actually use vents and vent purge to boost his crew skills. And he's not the only Arty on his team. You can see there just in the background a Team 92 HMC as well. And it looks like he's headed for the same spot to shoot at the enemy. Okay, what's he going to do? Well, he's picking a spot right at the back of this courtyard area. The enemy Arty is a batch at 155-58 and an M53 M55. He's decided to come here so he can actually shoot at the heavies as they gather together at this side of the map. Sometimes it's a good idea to actually go to the southeast corner of the map. You can see there's a number of tanks up there. And in fact, he's got a bit of an obstruction blocking his shooting to that area E1. I think one of the buildings is in the way, but he can certainly shoot in this direction. Except, of course, that Viz 55 is not being very helpful. And his first shot yields only 40 hit points. And he's relocating to avoid counter battery. Now, seeing as this is the NA server, there's a fairly good chance that somebody might try counter battery, because, of course, they do over there. They're rather hot on counter battery on NA. Okay, now he can shoot into that corner. The building's not getting in the way with the shot. Let's see what he can do. Rounds out. Yep, that's a direct hit. The CC1 Mark II took 310 hit points. He's only altered his position slightly, but that's all you need to do sometimes to get out of the way of the enemy shells. Enemy Arty seems to be focusing on our tanks on the other side of that corner. Just having a quick look to see if he can spot where they were. The building's getting in the way on the corner, and we can't see any other Artys in sight or any other tanks in sight. Oh, they've all come back all at once. Okay, let's see what he can do. Okay, VK4502A. And he's pulled back. In fact, the enemy's pulling back en masse. Very odd. He can't get a shot in that corner that's got a red line. We could shoot that bat chap, but if he needs to pull back. In fact, actually, he's gone, taken out by RT-54E1. Now, I get the feeling the enemy knows that they are vulnerable on that corner, so that's why they pulled back. He marks the ground to say, that's where I'm aiming. Rounds out. Yeah, direct hit. Good one. 293. But he really does need to change position. Get two Artys together, the problem is that two traces is much easier to spot than one, and it might encourage the enemy Arty to fire in this direction. At the moment, he's actually aiming towards the center of the map, and he's right to do so because there's a Leopard there, Leopard prototype, tier 9, rounds out, and he didn't even move when that shot was fired at him, and in fact he has gone down, taken out by the Progetto 46, so he picked up a load of stun assist off that shot. Okay, there's an A phase 1 right on a corner. We might be able to get him. Can't get the Indian Panzer behind him. But looking towards the center of the map, there is a Progetto 46 on the enemy team up there. And in fact, some of our guys are losing hit points. There's that Progetto. There's a Shrek. Can't get the Shrek. We might be able to hit the Progetto. Rounds out. Oh, he's going for the Shrek. Oh, he got him! Amazing! He managed to angle the shell between the buildings, the wrecked buildings, the roofs, and he took out the Shrek with a splash kill. Okay, who's next? Well, Viz55 is telling his teammates that he's supporting them, and that's helpful as well. If they know that they've got Arty support, it can sometimes help them to know that they're going to be looked after. And that one tracked the CC1 Mark II, who did take damage, and he's got loads of stun assist off that, 785. That Viz55 is also kind of restricted. And in fact, the CC1 Mark II goes down, but the Viz55 trying to get revenge. Okay, our IS-7's doing his best to avoid the shot. I think he did block one from the Viz. But the VK down on the enemy team, he's gone down. And now we're loaded, ready for shot. Okay, there's that A phase one on the corner that I mentioned earlier. He's looking around for a target. Unfortunately, these buildings are really getting in the way. Now he's actually propped the vehicle up at the rear, and that actually lowers his range by doing that. You know, sometimes people like to back it up as far as they can, but if the gun lowers in any way, it actually reduces the range. But he spotted something he can hit, and goes down before we can get a shot off. There's only 4 left on the enemy team. That includes one of their Artys, the M53, M55. So he's decided he's going to use his W key and he's going to move towards the enemy and try and help them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and they're acknowledging, his friendly tanks are acknowledging that he is trying to help them. Okay, there's the enemy Arty. It's been spotted. The M53. That was a shot from our T92. It stunned him. Now, if we fire in now, there's a good chance that the T92 is going to be very happy. And yes, he will be, because he's just picked up 326 of stun assist off that shot alone. So our T92 is going to be saying, yeah, good shot. Okay, and we're still marking that target, saying that's what we're going for. And he's gone. There's a Waffenträger. That's all that's left. A Waffenträger Alpanzer P. Oh! Explosive reaction. The ELC M90 wins the game. And it's all over. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was a third-class tank of a talon1958 in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 7. And his win rate in the game was 1,349. He really didn't get enough shots off to get a much higher result in that game, mainly because he was in the corner where he was, and it was so difficult to get shots on the enemy because all those buildings blocked the way. That's why sometimes I think it's safer and easier to actually go to the southeast corner of the map, where you can fire into the city and the buildings don't tend to block your shots so much. And sometimes you can get some direct hits on enemy tanks who think they're safe, but in fact they're not. But he did manage to get a kill in the game. He'd splash killed that Shrek. Let's have a look at his team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, that went to the A phase one on the enemy team, got 3,191 hit points. Second highest damage went to the IS-7 on his team, the guy he kept helping. He got a steel wall and 2,864 hit points. And the third highest damage went to the VK4502A on the enemy team with 2,407. When it came to Talon, he got 1,371 hit points of damage, just behind the T92, got 1,384. So there wasn't much between them in that game. But when it came to kills, we can see that the IS-7 managed to get 5 kills, the E-50 managed 2, so did the Progetto 46, and the ELC, who also got an All-X medal in that game because he took out higher tier opponents. And we can also see that Talon only got the 1 kill in that game. T92 didn't get any kills at all. When it came to base XP, it was the IS-7 who scored the most with 1,012. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base. 962 went to the ELC M90, 903 went to the Progetto 46, and Talon managed 693. And we can see that T92 didn't do quite as well with only 515. Talon fired only 7 rounds. Yes, normally you'd expect between 11 and 13 rounds if you were constantly firing and it was a short game. Then you might get enough then to get a first or second class tanker. maybe even an ace tanker if you've got enough hits. But he got 3 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but 8 splash, damage of 1,371, all of it at more than 300 meters, damage 6 of the enemy, killed 1, so missed out on getting a Confederate by just 1 tank, and 1,035 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. On a premium counter, you earned 71,444 credits from that game because he got a 55,000 mission completion bonus, and he took 2,079 experience points as well, so it was a profitable game. He says it's the best game of the week so far, and yes, this is Wednesday. This was played on Wednesday. So the record at the moment, or rather the lead, goes to Talon with a 3rd class and a bruiser medal and 1,349. Now, I'm fairly certain that Angelina75 is going to beat that because normally Angelina sends in replays with much better performances on her first game. In fact, in some games, in some weeks, she's actually scored an ace straight out. And I think Talon knows that because Angelina's a very good player. Talon taught her how to play the game. She's actually playing it better than he is most of the time. But Angelina's been very busy. She's got a new job. She's very on the go all the time, which means she doesn't get so much chance to play as much as she would like. Plus, of course, where Talon and Angelina live at the moment has been having a lot of power outages. That can be due to the weather. So it's not unexpected that Angelina and Talon between them wouldn't be able to send in as many replays as they would like to, because they may not be able to, because the power might be out or the internet might be down. That has happened. So yes, at the moment, Talon's in the lead, but will Angelina beat him? We'll have to wait and see. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.